Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. This is gonna be a classic read. Let's get started right away. Probably a shorter version, but we'll see how it goes. Hope you guys are doing great. We'll start with an oracle card for each of the twins, and we'll actually start with the one for the Divine Feminine. And it's number 7. Close your eyes to open your heart. So we actually, I think it was maybe a day or two ago in the reading that I was doing, the twins together within the connection, we're contemplating these head and heart choices, right? So this one explicitly is calling you have to step into the more of a heart chakra space and focus on the inner guidance rather than external circumstances and what other people are saying, you know, those kind of analytical criteria and circumstances versus the inner guidance. The inner guidance is supposed to win. It's number 7, which is about also going within and taking more of a spiritual approach to things, right? More of a connection with spirit approach. Diving into more depth if you wish. Okay, for masculines we have number 27. There are no wrong turns. Yes. So this is especially, I'm hearing, for those who feel like they've made a big mistake with the last decision, big decision that they made. This is a reminder that, you know, you're learning, and that was a very important part of that karmic path, and it's definitely gonna help move things faster in the future in that area, right? Whatever that pattern, whatever that scenario was. So maybe it was a bit of a detour, but ultimately it's gonna end in getting very valuable information, very valuable experience that will help you drive things further and basically grow from it, right? Descend to the next level. So it's not wasted time and it wasn't a mistake. Okay, so for Divine Feminine we have 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so starting, working. Very interesting 8 of Pentacles, not what you normally see in the cards. And the High Priestess, yes. So the ultimate cards of embracing the Divine Feminine energy and using it, or seeing how you can use it for the benefit of the collective, of people, like the people who are actually physically around you, you know, your tribe, your family, your community, and the global collective consciousness, right? They're very interesting channelings that could be happening to you these days. I know that I've had quite a few, and this is the time to not just let them pass by or acknowledge them in a way like, that's interesting, never thought about it that way, right? But actually see how you can apply it in your current situation, in wherever you are in your life, and what your focus is, or maybe what it isn't, right? Because that's another side of it. And for some, I get that that's exactly what it's going to do. You know, you were not even looking there for a clue, or you didn't think that this part of your life and now we're deeply connected to each other, but they actually are. Now let's see what we have for the masculine. Knight of Wands, 2 of Cups. Look at that. Ooh, such a strong pull. And yeah, there is a physical pull, like sexual energy. The sacral chakra is on fire, but more importantly, the 2 of Cups energy is very precious actually for DM space, because like this is the usual thing that we would see, right? But for the soulmate or the twin flame energy, actually, if you've met in the physical, especially if you have. But this is rare because it's this sort of realization on the heart level, right? Realization on the a much deeper level of why this is not of this world connection, why this means so much, why it's so special, why it's so unusual, right? So this is, to me, this is never like the happily ever after, like, yeah, things are easy, but it's more like it's worth fighting for. It's worth turning from knight into the king and into the emperor energy, that sort of vibe. This we're talking about the masculine energy here, right? Like, this is that the moment of igniting that those feelings on a conscious level. So yes, so a big part of the message is the actual realization that there are changes to the way they feel, the connection to other people, the way they feel close to other people. It doesn't have to be just about the, and it's true, because when our heart chakra opens up and we are more in touch with it, then there is more awareness with just people in general, right? How you relate, how you don't relate, right? Who you feel close to and why. And so this is a big deal, because they now can see a lot more clear on that visceral level, right? What is happening to them? How do they feel when they're around people that they love and can trust versus everybody else? Like a much more clear picture, much more information. And the connection space. Okay, have a lot, so I think I'll stay away from the messages today, but we'll take a look. This is like a whole story. We have Four of Pentacles and Ten of Wands in reverse, which is quite good actually. So twins are putting down their guard and don't want to drag the old stories of hurt and trauma into the connection, or wisdom in the connection. It could be from certain situations with each other, it could be just general trauma in life that connected to relationship and trust and those themes. We also have Knight of Cups, the shadow side, which is the devil energy in this deck, Strength, and Six of Cups. Wow. Yeah, so basically the twins can see that there's still some shadow work that needs to be done, that love that needs to be brought into those, some tender areas, some triggers that are still sitting there pretty strongly, and they can see them working. Like, and again, this could be with each other, could be with other people, but it's like the part where recognition was supposed to happen is completed. This is about pouring more love into it, right? Like, this is work in progress, really. But look at these cards, how positive and hopeful they are, right? Like, this kind of positive vibe comes in because, and the enthusiasm and the desire to keep working on it, to keep going, comes from this sort of from the strength of the connection, from the feeling of its ultimate and eternal power, and a realization of ultimate and eternal collaboration and mission together, right? Like, this is a lot more than just the connection of two people. This is so much more, and that's what we see the Lammas Gate here in the Strength card showing that too, right? And this is working with the twins to kind of get into their 4D, 3D space, to encourage them, to give them that inspiration, fascination, and ability to work on the shadow side, to move toward light for themselves and for the sake of the humanity. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Apologies for a couple of interruptions, but yeah, it's a busy evening here, so I'm gonna get on with the rest of my day, and I'll talk to you soon.